Hello class, and welcome to Humanities 225, Intro to Pop Culture. Um, you may have read a bit about me, but I wanted to introduce myself briefly on this video. My name is Sean Tingle, and you can definitely call me Sean. I like to keep a stress-free environment in the classroom, especially for our online courses. I have taught humanities for quite a while now. I've taught pop culture a few times in the past, but this will actually be my first time teaching it online. So let's go on this journey together and experience the world of the humanities, pop culture, and so on. So if you were wondering about pop culture, we have some information in here for you, and you will also be learning a bit more about it as we move through the course. I don't want to give away too much yet because some of our first assignments kind of ask you to investigate what you think about the humanities and pop culture. So just keep in mind that we will be covering this later in the course. I also wanted to discuss, before we go through a tour of the class, how I approach the course assignments, discussions, and so on. I like to grade a little bit differently than the traditional style. So don't stress too much about, am I going to get a good grade? Because that's not the point. The point is to go through this process and learn about the content. Take feedback into consideration and grow from it. So I don't expect you to know everything about these topics up front, so don't stress out about answering questions correctly. Just do your best. And of course, I don't want you to just think, oh, I don't have to try anything now. I don't have to try hard at all. I do want you to try your best, of course, and put in some effort to this course. And, that's the only way you're going to learn from this process. So you get out what you put in. So keep that in mind as you move through these projects. As long as you do it to the best of your abilities and answer all of the different aspects of each assignment as best as you can, I will notice that and I will give you the credit for those assignments. I'm not going to nitpick and take off points because, oh, this is worded, slightly incorrectly. It's actually this way. I will still give feedback if necessary, of course, and guide you to the right path if needed. But I don't want there to be any stress about, am I going to get a decent grade on this assignment? So again, just follow directions to the best of your abilities, ask questions whenever you have them, and put in your best efforts for these assignments, discussions, reflections, and so on. So of course, anytime you have a question, please reach out and ask me. I am here to help you grow and learn, and I'm here to support you through this process. Estrella also has lots of great resources to help support you outside of the classroom with other courses, with things in life that may be a bit difficult at the time. So just always reach out to any resources that you have available to you. There are so many wonderful people here who would love to help you out, myself included. But if I'm not able to help you with something, I will just guide you to the right and proper resource. So now that we're looking at the course, I would like to kind of just bring your attention to a few things. We have a quick definition of what the humanities are if you're curious right up front. My email address is here. You can also use the inbox feature here within Canvas, which will direct to my email as well. So either method is great. I will respond as soon as possible, but of course, holidays and weekends, it'll be a little bit longer. You can learn a bit about me if you'd like. The syllabus, there's a few ways you can access that. We also have a free access to Microsoft Office, so Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all those other things, OneNote. So take advantage of that for all of your courses. Also, we may be watching things that are a bit sensitive, so please keep in mind, some of the content is going to be, not necessarily is going to be, but it could potentially be difficult content to go through for some. So just keep that in mind. We're going to examine them academically and not just to look at them, of course. So we're using it for a purpose. You can access announcements here. The home page, of course, is very useful. Announcements will be the emails and announcements I send out to you, of course, with new information. You can check out your to-do list, things that are coming up as due dates. So you can click a shortcut to the calendar as well. You can view the course stream, which is really useful. The syllabus section, which again, there's multiple ways to get there. You can access also a course summary with assignments and due dates and shortcuts to those assignments if needed. But of course, I would prefer if you went through modules as we move through the course, as this will come in order of how, we're going to build upon these things one by one, step by step. So we're building a strong foundation first, and then we will continue moving on up and advancing our knowledge of the humanities. So make sure you're following these modules in order, step by step again. Finish, this assignment before you move on to the next one, and so on. There are also pages between assignments, so don't just jump to the assignments. That's why I don't have, I prefer that you don't just click on assignments and only do those, because you're going to miss out on a lot of content. So make sure that you're following these not discussions, but all of these different pieces in each module step by step. You could do that by clicking on them and then clicking on next if that's easier for you. So you can go through in the proper order, one by one, or you can always just go in modules and do it visually by, okay, I've already seen this one, so now I can move on to this assignment here. So always keep track of things here. The due dates will be listed here. Canvas will send you reminders. I will send announcements and reminders every once in a while. Again, ask any questions that you have anytime. We don't have a textbook, so we'll have lots of open educational resources available in this course. So just explore a lot of these items here. Lots of fantastic databases with information that relates to our course. And I tried to make this as inclusive as possible because popular culture is worldwide. It's a very global world we have right now. We're always connected on the internet because we're taking an online class, right? So we have social media, news, everything spreads instantly across the globe. So lots of great information in these databases you can check out anytime. Pop Culture Universe is very useful in particular for our course. You can also check out the class discussion and interesting findings that will be open throughout the entire semester. So if you ever think of anything that relates to our course or anything you find interesting or fun, or something you want to share with your classmates or myself, just go ahead and enter this discussion anytime throughout the semester and share that with us. I'll be throwing some stuff up there every once in a while as well. So it's just like if I found something cool and I wanted to share it with class before we met, in person, I would just say, hey, before we get started today, here's what, a cool thing that came up that's related to what we've been talking about. So we don't have that opportunity because we're online. So this is our online space to do that. I think that's it for now. So of course, let me know if you have any questions anytime. And until then, take care and talk to you soon.